Hi, my name is John Mancuso, and I'll be discussing the background of the Lehman Brothers. Lehman Brothers was founded in 1850 after all three brothers had immigrated to the United States from Germany. Originally, Lehman Brothers operated as a dry goods store before extending out into trading commodities, in particular cotton in the mid to late 1980s, which saw cotton as a major booming commodity in America. It was in 1906 where Lehman Brothers started to shift from commodity trading to become a house of issue, where they merged with banking giants Goldman Sachs. In 1969, after Robert Lehman's death, no other member of the Lehman family has led the company. Pete Peterson, a well-known businessman at the time, was brought in to become the first man to lead the company after Robert's death. Peterson led Lehman Brothers into acquiring a number of subsidiaries and generated profit for a number of periods, becoming America's fourth largest investment bank. Throughout Lehman Brothers' history, they have survived a number of challenging economic environments, including the Great Depression of the 1930s and two world wars. However, it was a subprime mortgage crisis in 2008 which contributed to Lehman Brothers' collapse under the leadership
Hi, I'm
of Keith
Joseph.
Scott.
I'll be discussing Lehman Brothers accounting failure. What the Lehman Brothers did would be known as Repo 105. Repo 105 focused on the loophole regarding short-term repurchase agreements, or repos for short. A repurchase agreement involved the companies lending their assets in exchange for a short-term borrowing of cash, in which asset would then be bought back at a later date, often at a greater cost. What Lehman Brothers repo did was that it classified their short-term repos as sales. Specifically, repo 105 transactions 105% of the cash received. Instead of balancing the cash received from the repo with the liability of repurchasing security, they instead balanced it by reducing the security lent and effectively treating it as a sale. The newly earned cash would then be used immediately to pay for their debts and temporarily pay down their liabilities long enough to be represented on the published balance sheet. From this, the company would then be able to hold an inaccurate liquidity in the financial statement by covering up the losses to interest shareholders. The removed securities from repo 105 transactions would only then be repurchased through loans once the financial statements were published, so that shareholders would be unaware of the debts Lehman Brothers were building up. Repo 105 would then be executed again and again for each quarter. The cycle of repo 105 continuously build up the debt. The continuation of sales from them would add up billions of debt for the company and would shortly declare bankruptcy.
Hi, I'm Clinton, and I'm going to be going through the auditing failure of Lehman Brothers. Ernst & Young was responsible for the auditing of Lehman Brothers and purposely overlooked these repo transactions. They knew about it, even though it was legal, it should have never been done, as an auditor of a business is meant to give appropriate feedback to enhance their performance. They didn't do that, which resulted in their bankruptcy. Stakeholders of Lehman Brothers soon found out about this issue and sued the auditing body for close to $120 million. Lehman Brothers management failed to follow accounting standards and its temptation for fraud, along with Ernst & Young's failure to disclose such information in their audit reports, which misled investors and employees.
My name is Steve, and I'll be talking about the corporate governance failure at Lehman Brothers. The board structure at Lehman Brothers at the time of its demise consisted of the chairman, Dick Ford, as well as 10 board members. Although many directors had little experience in the financial services industry, therefore the failure should not have been completely unexpected due to the lack of relevant knowledge by those that held powerful positions within Lehman Brothers. Many directors also lacked incentive due to having various other roles in different companies, and thus they did not prioritize their role with Lehman Brothers. This was a major issue due to a lack of effort and commitment by those in charge. The company's weak corporate governance was found to have failed to safeguard against its risks. This was not only due to poor management decisions, such as the use of accounting gimmicks to misrepresent their financial statements, it was also due to significant flaws within their own systems and processes. The company had extreme exposure to high-risk lending and consistently breached certain risk concentration limits to achieve higher earnings. Therefore, a complete lack of competent governance and ethics within the organization played a significant role in the company's spectacular
Being one
failure.
of the biggest financial institutions in the world, responsible for millions of dollars of loans, failed to undertake and cooperate with financial accounting procedures.
The use of repo 105 falsified their financial reports to shareholders by adjusting their own accounts. As debts built up with each use of repo 105, the Lehman Brothers declared bankruptcy.
Lack of care and knowledge within the senior management of Lehman Brothers played the largest role in corporate governance failure and therefore the overall auditing failure.
Ernst & Young failed to audit Lehman Brothers in an ethical manner, which resulted in their bankruptcy. 25,000 employees lost their jobs, and the global economy was sent into crisis, with the erosion of almost 10 trillion in market capitalization of October 2008.